are a person who is of high emotional intelligence, you just are mentally and emotionally awakened, right? I know that normally it took you a lot of suffering to get to that place. But in being emotionally mature, you have to, though you peep a lot of things, sometimes you will see someone's trauma and you have the greatest understanding of what they could do, certain things that they could adapt in order to heal, in order to not have this survival mechanisms in order to stay afloat of their trauma. Sometimes you have to be okay with being the villain in someone's story because you are emotionally mature. As much as you could go and plead your case, as much as you could dissect and explain your side, sometimes it's just not the right thing. And sometimes you have to let yourself be the bad guy because when a person is in trauma, their survival is based on someone else being the bad guy in their story. Because the reason why they got into this place of handling things the way they do is because they survived traumatic experiences in their childhood. And someone was the villain. That villain who originates their story never came and apologized, never came to help them. And so they are comforted by building a wall and by knowing that that person is the villain. But anytime you touch that wound in any way, whether it's conversation and your intentions may be to help, they're going to see you through the eyes in which they see the original villain in their story. And when that happens, if there is no will for them to heal, there is no knowledge of their needing to heal, the only thing they know is for someone to be the villain in their story. That helps them to escape having to face the original narrative. And so, if you're spiritually mature, you have to be okay with letting them paint you as the problem, paint you as the bad guy, because that's how they survive not having to face their trauma, not having to be pressed to heal. I was listening to a sermon earlier and it said we only develop emotionally to. Hold on. I had to go get my notes. They got unraveled. It was so good. But what it said is